Good morning, everyone. I'm James Reynolds. This is Mark Thomas, and welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. So what the plan is to begin with is we're going to give you an overview of what Typhoon Usagi or OFEL is currently doing right now, what we're expecting it to do. I'll give you an overview of what the current conditions are like up here where we are right now. And then we're going to go a little in-depth into where we actually are, the base we've found to ride out this very strong typhoon, and basically our plans for the rest of the day. So, as ever, we're away from big cities and stuff, so just bear with us if there's a lag in the bandwidth or any delays or anything. We're going to keep this stream running as long as we can. So hopefully, the data will stay up and we'll be able to stream everything to you live for as long as possible once this typhoon is moving ashore. So, there was big updates overnight with the storm, weren't there?
Yeah. It was a very, very tiny eye in the storm, and it seemed people were seeing that it was getting very, very intense and very small. I think this is the biggest thing we're facing with this typhoon, is it's a very tiny system with an absolute pinhole eye. So getting in the right place has been something we've had to be thinking about for a long time.
So with these pinhole systems, of which OFEL Usagi was and still is, I suppose, a classic example of, they are extremely violent, powerful systems. They're also very fragile because they're so small, so they can undergo very rapid fluctuations in intensity and strength. But if you find yourself in one when it is, at its peak intensity, they are extremely violent and powerful. So JTWC, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, actually upgraded the typhoon to a super typhoon overnight. And their latest update, which was out about an hour ago, it's still maintaining an intensity of 130 knots, which is a strong category 4 typhoon, a super typhoon. And right now, looking at the satellite imagery, it looks like it is on track to pass very, very close to where we are now. So more on that. We are in the town of Gonzaga. If I butchered the pronunciation,
yeah, we need correction on
apologise.
any of our pronunciations. Don't worry about jumping in on those. That's fine.
So we slept in Santa Ana last night. It was a 14-hour drive from Manila up to Santa Ana. We got in there late last night, got a few hours sleep, and then we've moved slightly further south back down the coast to the town of Gonzaga. And we have been very, very fortunate and lucky to meet some very, very wonderful people who have taken us in. We explained clearly what our plans were, what we're doing, and they have offered to let us use their school, their academy. Sister Susan was her name. It's a Christian academy, and it is absolutely a perfect place
for what we want to do,
to safely ride out a typhoon. So I think what we're going to do,
let me take over here, and what we're going to
show
do
you
is
around.
follow James, and he shows us through the establishment we got here. There's a look here from the balcony, and this is all part of the academy. It's the St. Anthony's Academy, and we're in Gonzaga, and this is the very northern tip of Luzon. So if you're looking at a map, look at the big island of Luzon in the Philippines, look at the northeast tip. The top right hand side, you'll see a tiny little horn coming out, and we're on that horn on the west side, and it's a town called Gonzaga.
So to jump in, and first of all, what you might notice is, can you just pan around and show everyone that tree?
Yes, there
There's
we
no
go.
such thing as winter here. The trees don't lose their leaves because we are obviously in the tropics. The reason why none of these trees have any leaves is because this exact location copped a direct hit from extremely strong category 4 typhoon Yinxing, or Mars, I don't know the exact pronunciation in Tagalog. So this entire area is freshly ravaged territory from a major typhoon, and we've been seeing the scars of that everywhere.
When was that?
It was about 10 days ago.
Okay.
It was November 6th, I think.
Right.
So and you see the banana trees down here. Everything has already been already roughed up.
So if you're seeing any damage in any of the footage, it's not from the phone we're filming now. It's from 10 days ago. So this part of the country is really having a tough time of it at the moment. And hopefully they'll get away with this one. Anyway, I think...
Got an incredible view we showed you earlier over the farmland here.
We are so lucky. It's kind of jaw-dropping for us when we came out here the first time and we saw this view. And we were expecting to see the sweeping winds and rains of the typhoon coming across here. It's absolutely beautiful farmland in northern Luzon.
So Simone, we're just jumping in on the chat. Simone Lusardi is one of the original typhoon trackers in my career, right from day one. Simone has been a very, very good friend of ours and a real huge help when we're out chasing. So great to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers, Simone.
Absolute legend of
the
typhoon watching business. So we'll give you a tour of where we are right
let's
now.
Let's walk through the whole complex, and you can see why it's so good for what we do, because there's so many different angles and there's such great shelter. And this was obviously built, I think it was built in the early 60s, and this was built with typhoons in mind, of course. So this is obviously we're up on the second floor here. We'll walk through the grounds, and I hope what James is going to do is take us to where we've set up a little base within the grounds. Sister Susan here, she's been such a wonderful host, and she's given us a room within the academy that we've used as a base, and it's always good to have a base.
So you'll see what we like about this so much is like this is solid concrete, and we've got solid kind of roof above us. So these kind of concrete bunker and safe areas.
Yes. Yeah.
So you could be in a category 6 typhoon, and if you're hiding in there, you're going to be safe.
This is kind of, it sounds weird, but
safe space.
If everything goes really bad, that's the sort of thing you want to see. You can always get away.
I'll show everyone where we've stashed our car.
Oh yeah. Oh no, this is my favourite bit. Okay, one question, James. During this broadcast, are we going to use OFEL or Usagi?
I think we will use OFEL out of respect to our...
I quite like that sentiment. So OFEL it is. If we mention OFEL is the typhoon. That's the Filipino name. And we were also talking about Typhoon Usagi as well. So this was very cool. Not only has Sister Susan helped us so much with absolutely everything, as you'll see, she let us park our car. Now, why, James, why is this such a good thing?
Well...
Mention your car stress would be a good thing.
I get car stress when I'm covering these typhoons. It's really important to look after your car so you can...
Yeah.
You know, you have wheels to get out of wherever you are afterwards, and you don't have to deal with car rental stress and stuff. So this is where we've been allowed to stash.
So this is Sister Susan said to us, okay, you can open these gates and put the car in here, which we thought was a little bit mad, and we managed to just get it in right up to there, just enough to close the gates. What a great place to park a car. Okay.
Weather coming in now, actually.
Oh yes.
So to give you an idea of the current conditions.
It's been really calm so far. We've had the odd downpour, but it's been calm so far. But now we can feel something coming in here. We're in the very northern tip of Luzon in a town called Gonzaga. You can have a look for it, but it's on the very north right tip, the northeastern tip of northern Luzon in the Philippines. Okay, let's see where we're based.
This is an outlying building, so we're going to go over to where our main base is. So we'll... Again, there's a great example of the trees which have just been stripped of all their leaves from the previous typhoon.
Yeah, these are not trees in winter. These are trees that had leaves 10 days ago and now totally stripped from the previous typhoon. Yep, Gonzaga. Just type in Gonzaga, Gonzaga. Hagayan. Typhoon OFEL.
There's a view looking back to where.
Yep.
View looking back to where we were.
We were just up on those balconies through there. We've walked through here. And this is the administrative part of the academy, where Sister Susan has been so absolutely kind to give us a room. And I'd like James to show us how he sets up his shop. It's so nice to have a base that we can get into and keep our stuff dry. This is the wonderful Sister Susan, who has been our absolute saviour today.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so what have we got here? Most importantly, some supplies. We've been spoiled.
Incredible hospitality.
Okay, and what do you have set up down here in terms of equipment?
This is basically just how's the stream strength in here? Is it okay?
It's good.
Yeah.
Very good. It's still green. 800.
Okay. So this is basically our setup room for the storm. I've got the kestrels running over here, so these are actually running data now, so I'm not going to interfere with them too much.
Okay, so they're taking the air pressure.
Doing the air pressure readings. Two running. So the pressure right now is about 1007 millibar.
Okay. And that will
According
obviously.
to Google Earth, our elevation here is about 16 meters above sea level. So
Right.
that's what I calibrated those two at.
And what have you got set up here?
Yeah, these are just GoPros and things.
And you're gonna go out and place those in certain places.
Closer to the event.
Right.
And yeah, I'm just you couldn't ask for a better base.
Yeah, and this is wonderful.
This
It's
is
wonderful.
assuming the typhoon is going to track this way. There could be deviations.
Have we got a picture we can have a look at the very
let's go back
latest?
outside.
Okay, we'll go outside. The signal inside is a little bit weak, but actually it's still. It was 1200 in there. It's not bad. So what we'll do now is we'll try and pull up the latest satellite pictures that we're looking at. Yeah.
Just one thing, what we're not going to talk about just yet is the next storm. I know a lot of people are watching Typhoon Mani. I'm not sure what the local name is yet, if it has one. We're not going to be talking about that today because the priority is OFEL.
Yeah.
That's the storm which poses a direct threat to communities and people in the Philippines right now and ourselves. So we'll save that discussion maybe for later. But yeah.
Okay, are you going to show us where we can have a look at? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah.
The map up.
Yes, that was nice to show people exactly where we are. It's calm now, for sure. And for me, that's a little bit worrying because the longer it stays calm before a very intense storm, usually what happens is it goes from 0 to 100 in minutes. So the longer it stays calm, the more worrying it is. This build-up is a little bit eerie, to be honest.
the greatest bandwidth on this phone.
Yeah.
So just a reminder as well, we're not going to be narrating the entire storm. There may be periods where we need to just put the camera down, just let it run whilst we've got things we need to do. So we'll be with you as much as we can.
Yes, we're on the west coast of that horn that sticks up at the top of the northern tip, the northeastern tip of northern Luzon. And the reason we're on the west coast of that horn, it's a tiny horn, but the reason we're on the west coast is because there's absolutely nothing on the east coast. It's really just a jungle. So much as we want to be as close to getting the best part of the typhoon recorded, we just can't get there. There's tons of lightning in the Eyewall now, and it's a super tight eye. Yeah, it's going to wind up sharply, and it is heading straight towards us. Thank you very much, CWG. We can't overstate how small and intense the eye of this storm is. So it's very much just trying to get in the best place you can, and hoping that you're getting as close as you can, and that the storm does what you're hoping and expecting it to do. Okay.
But for the international audience, those of you who might not be in the Philippines and know the geography, Manila is down here, and where we are is the blue dot all the way up here. So that's our current typhoon. We're expecting to take a track like this.
Can you zoom in closer to the... That's it.
So as Mark was saying, all that area
horn
of the coast is jungle. There's nothing out there. All that coastline basically is just jungle and uninhabited. So that's why we're here. The typhoon is kind of tracking this way. It may pass a little east, it may pass a little west. We'll just have to wait and see. But we feel this is the best place to be.
Yeah, and as we said, the actual structure and the infrastructure of this academy, St. Anthony's Academy, that we're in couldn't be better for what we're trying to do, and for keeping us safe, and hopefully keeping the good people that are at this academy safe too. So we feel we're doing the best we can at the moment. Yeah, I know, I totally agree. Scary calm. That just about sums it up right. Both James and I have been in these situations where you're looking up the skies and wondering where the typhoon is, because it is so calm, and it should be kind of like a gale now, but it's absolutely calm. So, and they do sneak up on you. I hate to say it like that, but they do. They just suddenly leap up, these small ones, and they go from 0 to 100 very, very quickly. What I'll do is I'll take you up to the front entrance of the actual academy, just to, just to go for a walk while it's still calm. It is a lovely part of the country. If anybody has any issues with sound or video, just please let me know, because it's all good feedback. But at the moment, the signal seems to be very strong.
Yeah, there's the wide angle of the car tucked in there. It's just
Love the car positioning today. That made us so happy. There's nothing nicer than being able to know that your vehicle's safely tucked away.
you're not going to worry about it. We already had a flat tyre this morning, which we had to change by the side of the highway.
Yeah.
Now we don't have a spare tyre, which is kind of causing a bit of stress, but deal with that problem if and when it becomes a problem again. Hopefully 2 flat tyres is not going to happen.
Yes.
This is a little Lotus.
Oh, wow. There's a nice little...
Beautiful bird there, look at that. Sorry, I'm in bird watching mode.
Oh yeah, he's a beauty. There's seems to be a lotus garden in the grounds of the academy. It's all very nice, and this is the main road leading up across the top of northern Luzon, and going on to the very end of the road is Santa Ana. Literally, if you turn left of here and keep going for half an hour, you're going to the ocean. You can't go any further.
The Philippines.
The end of the Philippines. Yeah, we can have a look. This is quite interesting now to get out here. So yeah, we were just driving along here this morning, thinking about where on earth we can station ourselves to get the footage of the typhoon and to be safe and to have nice places to shoot from. And we just saw this sign, and we looked inside, and we could just see lots of good solid concrete and some nice shapes in there. So we strolled in and we spoke to Sister Susan,
Amazing.
she welcomed us with open arms. It was quite beautiful, and I don't mind saying that. It was really amazing. We got some hills here, and they really are nothing but little hillocks, and they will not affect the typhoon at all. At this end of Luzon, the mountains are quite a bit further south here. So if the typhoon passes over just the horn of Luzon, it's really not going to be affected by the land shape at all. Yep, Gonzaga. Yeah, still totally calm here. We were expecting to be getting some pretty serious weather by now, but it's not. It's still definitely calm. People are riding about as usual, going about their day-to-day business in the Philippines, and yeah, we're kind of wondering where the storm is too. But I think we're going to find it's gonna wrap up fairly quickly. I'd like to take you across the road, but I'm a bit too scared. CK1, thank you very much. It looks more like a large tornado than a traditional typhoon. I am 100% not going to disagree with that. When these things get that tightest pinhole of an eye, it really starts to look very much like a tornado, and it generates wind speeds that are almost similar. It's. I agree, Simone. It looks very, very tight at the moment. Have a walk across the road. It's always a little bit scary in the Philippines. This is all obviously farming area. This is our home for the Typhoon. And it's terrifying, the roads here. We've driven for, have we driven for more than 1,000 clicks, James? Look at this. Yep, scary stuff.
Yeah, we did 600 kilometers yesterday. That was 14 hours of driving. The day before that we did about 6-7 hours of driving. The day before that we did 6 hours. The day before that 7 hours.
We've probably clocked up close to 1,500 kilometers in the past 4 days. I don't even know how many days.
For the Western Pacific, because mostly we're chasing on small islands or just flying around and stuff.
So we've had a very good view of the Filipino traffic, and it is quite a unique species. We you have to adapt to the driving conditions here and get on with it. Right, let's see if we can go back in. Looks like there might be a little bit of rain coming, but still nothing serious yet.
Hold on.
Okay.
We're live on YouTube.
Yeah, I was watching your YouTube.
Oh, really?
I was watching it. I was like,
This is
Where is this guy?
This is Daz.
nice
Mark.
to meet you. Stas.
Mark.
Nice to meet you.
Mark, good to
I've
meet
seen you guys in videos.
Thank you. Thank you. Ouch.
How you doing? Daz was up here 10 days ago for
Damn.
Yeah, that was really.
that one was
This one's kind of falling apart a little bit. It should still be pretty sweet. It lost the eye picture. I don't know. They're really good.
Yeah, the question of money. Yes, of course we have noticed that money is on the horizon, but for the moment we're not going to go. We know it's there. We will probably go for it, but we're not going to keep talking about it today because we really have to concentrate on this one and doing it right and keeping safe and trying to document the storm as best we can. So we won't be talking too much about Manny today, but we definitely know it's out there. And yes, Typhoon OFEL, as it's known in the Philippines, is now a super typhoon, but I won't keep saying super typhoon because that will basically do my head in. It is a super typhoon, and the reason it is so calm is because it's got such a very tight eye to it, which makes it even more intense than usual. So what we're going to see is a lot of calm and then a very, very intense development of the winds and the rains, and it will be, thankfully it will be a very short storm. And they come, these sort of typhoons with the very small pinhole eyes, they come very quickly and they go very quickly. So that's the upside. I think, yeah, I agree. It is too calm. It is too scary. How? Yeah, I got to get off these roads. They're doing my head in. Even standing out here beside the road is a little bit scary. We're going to go inside and start catching this. I also think I can see a big rain band coming in here. What is really great about this spot is we've got enormous vistas. What I'll do is I'll take you upstairs in a minute, and it's absolutely got this beautiful view out over all these wonderful farming fields, and you can see the bands of wind and rain coming in across. So we'll take you over there in a minute, but I can see the rain coming now, and we're going to get sloshed. There it is. I can feel the wind picking up, and I can see the rain coming, but I can't cross the road. Trying to close the door. There. James, be careful of the door. Okay, I've got a bit of incoming here, bit of weather coming in. Just got in time. James, you lead the way.
This is the first big squall coming through now.
Yeah, starting out. Okay, I'm not wearing a jacket today. I've just decided I'm going to get soaked, so that's going to happen. What I am going to ask is if James can clear my lens every now and then, so I don't get water on it. So don't think he's
It's like wiping a
wiping
snotty-nosed
chocolate off my mouth or anything. He's oh James, oh that's so nice. Okay, so yeah, we got a bit of weather coming in now. I can almost guarantee it will stop again, but then it will start again. And this is what happens with these big typhoons. We got them, they will come in waves, and those waves will tighten until they become one big washing machine of wind and rain. Whether that happens today or not, we will see, but at the moment I think we're in the best place to find out if it does. What I'm going to do now is take you to the second floor. This is a great viewing spot for giving us an overview. And as you can see, the wind has just died down, the rain has dried up, and this is how it's going to go for the next, I would guess, hour before it gets very intense. Yeah, 1 to 2 p.m. I'm kind of guessing that's about right. Sometime between midday and 2 o'clock, I'm guessing.
Yeah. 2, 3 maybe.
It's always great in a typhoon to get elevation, so you can have a good view of more distant and give you a greater feeling of the action of the typhoon. So this is the academy we're in. It's called St. Anthony's Academy. No, we're not worrying about storm surge. It's not going to happen.
We're quite away from the coast.
And it's
This isn't a storm surge storm.
no, it's a very quick moving. So this is the view we've got from here out across the farmlands, and I think that these are rice, so they will have water on them naturally, but it's
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the people here are driving because they got work to do and things to do. They'll only stop working when they have to. So look at this view, it's incredible. And what we will see is when we get rain bands and wind downpours, rain downpours, they will come in bands across across here, and we will see them coming from quite a way away. Yeah, I know everyone wants to talk about Manny, but we're really not able to do it. We've got to focus on the job in hand. I guarantee we'll be talking about it later, but not now.
Getting a very dynamic sky now. You can see like the brighter patches, and then just panning across here, it looks like there might be another band coming in. Unfortunately, we don't have any radar right now, so we're just going off the satellite imagery.
Yeah, and if anybody's got some accurate updates, we're always happy to hear them, because we're kind of busy and not able to sit down with our stuff and have a look.
Just a big shout out to everyone who's joining us. We're not in a big town, so just bear with us with the bandwidth of this stream. There might be periods where it kind of delays or whatever, so just hang in there, please. We're going to run this thing as long as we can until we lose signal, battery, whatever. I need to keep an eye on the battery. Should be all right. Okay. Yeah, the wind is definitely building slowly.
Yeah, it's got a hum about it. It's kind of got a slight steady drone about it now. We'll see.
Yeah, I think I can see the weather coming in now.
You've got a
There
line
in the
there
distance.
across. And the great thing is, that line of rain we can see coming now, that is probably 500 meters away. So you can really see it coming across. Almost like whiteout now of that. It's wonderful.
Like an island of palm trees over there away in the distance. Yeah, just to reiterate with the whole storm surge thing, this one doesn't carry a big storm surge threat because the front right quadrant, the quadrant where those winds are piling onto the shoreline from the ocean, are happening in an area where no one lives, a rugged jungle area of coastline. This is a small, fast-moving system, and they generally don't carry a storm surge threat with them. Obviously, if you happen to be watching this and you're by the coastline and the storm's coming right at you, make sure you're somewhere safe. But overall, this is not going to be a storm surge event, I think I can confidently say. Thanks, Simone, for your input on the storm surge as well. Appreciate that. So now, basically, we're just waiting and seeing.
Yes, it's going to be long build up, and then it's going to go pop. It's going to take off really quickly. So it's a matter of for us being ready and in place for what's going to happen, because it could quite well turn very violent and very dangerous very quickly. So we have to be in place.
Assuming it comes over this location,
It
could
might-
veer east or west.
It
So,
can do whatever it wants to do.
so we will.
We're just where we think we should be at the
Adapt.
moment. As you see, I haven't bothered wearing a jacket because I know I'm absolutely going to get soaked to the skin even if I'm wearing a jacket. So that's the way I'm rolling today. Can't you just, doesn't it double tap?
Yeah.
Reverse it, yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is the view we're looking at today. Maybe we'll go for a walk, have a look, see if we can see something else to look at. But yeah, it's still basically very calm right now. We will get the odd rain band coming through, but certainly nothing to write, nothing here that's particularly going crazy. I don't know, what time have we got now?
Almost midday.
Almost midday. My goodness me, I was expecting it to go. What kind of signal number we got, James, for input? That's 500.
It says it's green, so that we were getting similar numbers.
Yeah,
in dealer
we're
side.
getting choppy signals and
Yeah,
lag.
that's going to happen.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, what we will do is we're going to find certain parts of this location, well, pretty much anywhere, is going to have poor signal, choppy signals. So I will try and keep an eye on it and try to stick to the places where we're getting the better signal. I know everyone wants to talk about Manny, but we're not in a position to do that right now. We've got other jobs to do. We'll certainly talk about it in the future, but not right now.
See these bananas? In 10 days they've started. They got
Regrowth,
smashed apart by the previous typhoon 10 days ago. Now they're already resprouting.
Resprouting from the middle
Amazing.
of the snap stem.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, they go down quickly, but they get back up again quickly, which is most important. Yeah, all of the dead trees you see here, this is not a winter tree. This is not a tree that sheds its leaves ever, unless it's in a Cat 4 typhoon, which it was 10 days ago. So all the damage you see is from 10 days ago. So this area has been through this already, and it's going to be going through it again, which is quite worrying. Yep, we're in Gonzaga, which if you look at the map of northern Luzon in the Philippines, it's in the very top right hand corner, the northeast corner. There's a little horn there. We're on that horn of northern Luzon, and we're a town called Gonzaga, Gonzaga. Typhoon OFEL is currently a super typhoon, a very, very strong typhoon. But what it is, it's a very small typhoon. We're going to keep mentioning this because it's important to what's going to happen today. You're not going to see a lot until it's almost on top of you, and then it will go very, very quickly. Yeah, the sky is quite strange, isn't it? That's because it's full of rain right up to there, and we got another rain band coming in. So you'll see this rain. You'll see this rain coming across. You'll see the rain coming across these farm fields we have in front of us. I think they're rice fields, and we're good because we've got such a great vista here, and we can see quite a lot of depth. So it gives us some good perception. And here you can see another rain band coming in, and it might have some wind associated with it. We'll see. But yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that it's not got crazy yet here. Yeah. Okay, James is saying, yeah, we're still too early. So
Tiny corners.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably 30-minute Eyewall.
wow.
That's it.
Wow.
And then 30 minutes. 45 minutes.
Yes, it is quite calm for a JMA 30 knot zone.
Don't pay any attention to those. With all respect to the JMA, their wind radius
Yeah, okay.
circles.
Well, they are a long way away. We're a bit closer. It is still quite calm. But it is picking up. We are starting to get little gusts. We've had a few rain bands go through, but again, it's going to do whatever it wants to do. That's the nature of the game. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Jenny, for keeping everyone updated. What do you say to that?
No, we're not using Starlink. We're just on. It's not available in Japan yet, the Mini. So that's what I need to travel. So when Starlink Mini is available in Japan, I will definitely pick one up, and it will hopefully be a game changer.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, nice. There you have it. A very calm Gonzaga. Yeah, I think we're looking at a very strong Cat 4. And JTWC are calling it a super typhoon. Typhoon OFEL. We're using OFEL today because that is the...
OFEL.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to be getting that wrong all day.
It sounds like Olaf. And then
Okay.
OFEL.
OFEL. Okay, so it's Typhoon OFEL. Typhoon OFEL, we're using that name because that's the Filipino name. And it's Typhoon Usagi.
Which means rabbit in Japanese.
Rabbit in Japanese.
And we actually saw a rabbit this morning.
We saw a rabbit this morning.
Outside a place called Ofel's Homestay or something like that. That was all a bit weird.
I forgot we saw the rabbit. Yeah, okay. Does OFEL mean rabbit in Philippines? It can't. I know, but I just thought.
Ofel's just a name.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Still very, very calm here. It's quite solid.
Yeah, that's good.
Watching from Tugai-Garao.
Oh,
Nice one. Yeah, we
town we know well.
drove past it last night. Drove through it last night on the way up here. Been there quite a few times. Absolutely dead calm here now. Well, Tim, it seems you're getting more than we are.
Tim, how you doing? Thanks for joining.
That's James saying hi.
Good to see you, Tim. Thanks for dropping in. I hope all's well.
Well, when we were covering Yolanda, Haiyan down in Tacloban 11 years ago, almost this week, it was very similar to this just before it hit. It was extremely calm, and it was only when the typhoon was right on top of you that we got any big input. Yeah, it's been tough for the Philippines. I totally agree. They've really had a hard time this year. Strange noise. Sounds like it might have a bit of wind appearing. Oh, there it is. Let's go for a walk around, see if yeah, the calm is to be expected, but I totally agree, it is a little spooky. Winnie is saying that the sound is down. Is anybody else still got sound? I can't I can't really listen to myself, so I'm not sure, but can anybody let me know if the audio is still working? Any audio updates? Yeah, looking for audio updates. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, let's go downstairs. Let's go for a walk and see what's going on. Yeah, we're in a religious academy called St. Anthony's Academy, and the sisters here, we saw the academy and we thought this would be a wonderful place for us to ride out this storm in. It's got wonderful structure that will really support us while we're doing the storm, so we popped in here and we found the head sister and we introduced ourselves. It was pretty amusing, and explained what we were going to do and asked if it would be okay if we could set up camp here and just film from their wonderful academy here in Gonzaga in Luzon in the Philippines. So we met with Sister Susan, the head sister here, and she said, yes guys, go ahead and do whatever you need to do. And then she started making us breakfast and cups of coffee. So it was so amusing. It was so nice as well. It was we were both very touched by it. So as you can see, I mean, this place, I think it was built in the early 60s or mid 60s. So it's perfectly built for riding out a typhoon in. We've got full concrete structures. It looks like it's seen the odd typhoon or so before. And this is where we'll be. Still calm, yes, still totally calm. There are a lot of dogs in the Philippines, so to hear dogs barking during a typhoon is not uncommon at all. What we have here is their big building for, I guess, when they're doing sports events at the academy. And have a look over here. This is the ground level. Look at the rice fields. Got a bit of rain coming in now. I think it's going to get heavier. So there we have it. There you got your rice fields. Sorry, taking you out of focus. So that's all a bit funky. Yeah, so got this big sports arena. We were going to park the car in here. We thought we'd park the car in here, but Sister Susan pointed out that there's lots of loose corrugated iron up here, which could well come off. And the corrugated was ripped up obviously from 10 days ago from the previous typhoon that went through. So we decided against putting the car in here. But yeah, this the whole complex is a near perfect place for us to chase the typhoon from. We've got a bit of rain coming in here, but again, almost no wind, which is a little bit of a worry, because it just means when it does come in, it's going to be extremely strong and extremely violent. This is the main admin part of the whole complex, and this is where Sister Susan allowed us to set up camp. So we just set up in here. This is our little home base that we've got. Very nice and safe. It's always nice to have a place that's dry and safe and away from the wind and the rain while you're in this, so that if you have to have a respite, you can sneak away and get in there. Okay, that's a fairly good gust there. So I think what we might be seeing is the first slight hints of wind in this. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, what we do is I want to go back up to the road and see if there's still traffic on the roads. I would imagine there would be. I would be, as the people here have to get the work done. It's not a very rich part of the world, so people are always trying to get as much done as they can before they have to stop for a typhoon. And let's have a look and see if the traffic's still going along. Hi guys, no, we were in Santa Ana We stayed last night in Santa Ana, but we did feel that the typhoon was probably going to go slightly further south and southwest of Santa Ana, which is on the very northern tip. We are about, I would say, 30 kilometers, maybe a bit more, 40 kilometers south of Santa Ana, in a place called Gonzaga, Gonzaga. And here we have a typical Philippines road. Nice view over to the hills over there. A little bit of wind up here now, but certainly not much, and certainly not as much as they're gonna get. Still a little bit of traffic out here, but it seems to be dying away a little bit now. People are probably getting told that they've got to get inside and that the typhoon is coming. And yeah, certainly the traffic has calmed down. I was interested to see in that there were a lot of government and municipal workers out this morning in vans with loudspeakers telling people that the typhoon was coming and that they needed to get to a safe area. Again, I can see another wind band coming in here, another rain band, as you see the hills start to disappear. You'll see them disappear from left to right as the rain band comes in from this area. Yes, that's a very strong, steady wind now, and it feels a lot heavier than the previous just gusty winds. It feels like we might be seeing a little bit of a change in the status of the storm right now. Yeah, that's heavy rain coming in now, and it's got quite a meaty wind behind it, so we might be seeing an upturn in the strength of the winds and the rain here. Hopefully everyone here is trying to get home. Everyone trying to stay warm on the backs of their bikes, which would not be easy. Yeah, it's going to be a tough afternoon up here for everyone. The gate is open and I kind of feel obliged to shut it, or else it's just going to be slamming around. Oh, I kind of see what's happened. I think it's been pulled out the wrong hole. I'm going to shut it because it's just going to slam around like crazy. I know it is. I really hope I'm not locking anyone out. Sorry. Thank you very much, Ray. That's good to hear. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we were in Santa Ana, and we've moved down a little bit south to Gonzaga. Yes, Gonzaga. Yeah, we're looking at a very strong Cat 4, I think. JTWC are calling it a super typhoon. So whatever you want to call it, you can. It's going to be a very strong but very small. Reconnected. Yeah, okay guys, it seems we just lost connection there for about 30 seconds. Did that register? And are we back up now? And is the sound and video okay? Yeah, not sure what happened, but it's going to happen again, I'm sure, at some point during this time. When you're stuck out in the countryside, northern Luzon, we're very lucky we can even get a stream out in the first place. So to have the odd glitch is not to be expected, not to be unexpected. It's all good now. Thank you, sir. What happened? Filipino internet happened. Sorry. Hello, Pam in South Carolina. Thank you for that.
Hey Pam, thanks for tuning in. Great to see you on the stream. Thank you. A long time follower and supporter.
I'm still in the red.
Nothing we can do.
Sounds okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go for a walk now anyway. Let's see if we can... Seems like there might be some weather coming in right now. And if we move around, let's see if we can improve the feed from here. Yeah, we're certainly seeing some weather here, but it's still no wind here really. Yeah, I'm sorry if the stream's going in and out, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Got another jeepney coming in here. Hopefully this is bringing in some people who also need some looking after. Try not to be too intrusive, but it's also interesting to see what's happening around these parts. Yeah, this is St. Anthony's Academy here in Gonzaga in northern Luzon, and there will be people within the community that are not in a good place to be dealing with a typhoon, and so coming into the academy and just using their facilities to ride out the Typhoon, which is a fabulous service that the academy is doing for the community, and also a very good idea in a storm like this. There's a wonderful trike there, tricycle. I think we call them trikes here, and it's a very common form of transport in the Philippines. Very useful for the small streets. Is everyone okay? Driving away with his door open. I don't know if he wants to do that. Yeah, we're certainly getting some weather here. Oh, he's going to park up here. Good idea. So I'm wondering if that's him for the day. And he's going to be taking refuge here too. Or not. Anyway, let's carry on walking around and see if we can get more vantage on what's happening around here. He really is parking up for the day. Parking in front. Oh, there's another. Right, Piccadilly Circus here. Everyone's piling in. I'm resigned to being soaking wet all day, so that's what's going to happen. Right. Yeah, people piling in. It seems like there's going to be a refuge centre for the hi. It's going to be a refuge centre for the whole storm. Hello, sir. Are you okay? Okay, good. Look after yourself. Yeah, foam-proof tricycle. I'm not entirely sure about that. There's a few gusts coming in again. We've got the kestrels going inside, so we'll get a weather pressure reading a bit later on, but they are running, so we will have an accurate recording of what's going on exactly in Gonzaga after the storm. Still relatively calm here, it has to be said. We can't be that far away from the centre, but still nothing here yet of consequence. Yeah, thanks, Joey, but I think are we back again? Yeah, I'm sorry you did lose us. That's I'd like to apologise, but I really don't think I have to. It's just what goes with the territory. It's going to be spotty. We got we're in a very isolated pocket of the world, and also obviously we've got the conditions of the actual storm itself, which will be affecting the stream. Now I've got to find James because Sister Susan wants to give us some lunch, which she doesn't realise that we do actually have some work to do. Okay. No, gotta come down. The guys are putting their vehicles underneath here to try and get to safety. Sister Susan has made lunch for us. It's too much, and she's waiting for us because she's made the soup hot. Yeah. So we'll settle you down somewhere because Sister Susan has made us lunch.
Yeah, I'll be making a longer form YouTube video of this typhoon, like the behind the scenes stuff. And folks who have evacuated from the coastline are sheltering in there. It's like a makeshift evacuation spot. Back to one of our friends. Chef found a good spot to keep dry. It's okay. It's crazy. Okay. Oh, it smells good in here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, absolutely amazing hospitality we've been receiving. Oh my word, look at that.
My goodness me.
It smells amazing. Well, we don't want to be rude, so we're going to enjoy this incredible meal. So give us 5 minutes and we'll be back. I'm going to put this outside. Or do you want to carry on with this? Up to you.
No, just set it up outside.
Okay.
Let it run.
Sure. So just give us 5 minutes. We're just going to have a bite to eat. And then I'll leave the camera down here. And then we'll be back at it. Hey everyone, thanks for indulging us in our fabulous lunch break, which is very, very tasty. Thank you. So yeah, the wind and the rain is starting to steadily increase. I think the rain is steady now, whereas before it was coming in bursts. Now it's just a steady, heavy rain. It's quite noisy when you're underneath these metal roofs. Lance, thanks for the update. Yeah, I've been going a little bit mad looking at the satellite loops, trying to figure out the direction, whether we're a little too far east, whether it's worth going 10 kilometers west. When we're doing what we do, we don't want to get too comfortable in a certain location, but then again you don't want to push it too much and be out just on some open windswept road just stuck in your car, because that's not how I like to chase and document typhoons. I like to be able to move around in them a little bit like I'm doing now. So I think my hunch is for now to just play this one cautiously and stay here. Looks like we'll be on the north side in the Eyewall. We'll just wait and see. We don't really know yet. Got some fast flowing water here. Rain. I'm not going to go too far over there, but yeah, hold on, I'll show you. We're definitely getting some increasing wind. Drying up everything. I'm just going to do a battery check. Hold on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a battery pack for the phone just to make sure it's got some juice in it. The power's just gone out?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we've just lost power apparently.
Yeah.
So
Still eat. It's just the season is much.
just hold on, I'm just getting getting out the battery for this.
I've got a... She told me the spring rolls are vegetarian.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, they're pretty good.
I think if you squeeze the orange calmness type thing on.
Try and keep it nice and dry. Yeah, it looks like we just lost power. I'm going to go back up.
getting some wind coming in now, for sure. These are strong, steady winds.
Get my grab bag, okay?
Yep.
I'll come back here.
Okay.
Go for a zip line.
Okay.
You call?
Say?
You call?
Yep, yep, all good. Yeah, I think, yeah, we are going to keep losing you. It comes with the territory, and it comes with the it comes with the weather. But hopefully it won't be too bad. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, the drive out of Gonzaga will be difficult. It always is, but I've got a feeling that a lot of the trees that will go down went down in the last typhoon. So I've got a feeling it might only be the strong ones have remained, so it shouldn't be too bad. But now we are seeing a real pickup. We're starting to see the winds that we were expecting with this typhoon. And we'll see how far it goes. It's a little bit, we're a bit on the north side of it, I'd say. But I've got a feeling it might drift north up the coast and then before it comes inland, but we'll see. It's always a bit of a guessing game with these pinpoint typhoons, pinhole typhoons, and we'll see how far we get with this one. But it's certainly starting to show its teeth now. Yes, it's incredibly small eye, an Eyewall. Only 11 kilometers. Yeah, if that's accurate, and I'm sure you're not wrong, that's an incredibly small Eyewall. Oh yeah, yep, I know, I agree, but I think it's probably too late, too difficult, too dangerous for us to relocate now, so we'll just see. Yeah, the radar, lacking the radar has made it almost impossible to accurately trace this storm and follow the storm on our devices. Purely eyeballing it with satellites is extremely difficult. Oh, I just heard that one coming in. It's the funny thing with these storms, when you get to the meaty part of them, you can hear just before the winds hit, you hear the howl start and the thump of the winds on the steel rooftops. There we go, we can hear it again there. There it is. How are we looking out over the vista? This is definitely my favourite part. I find this absolutely a stunning view. You can see the wind skating across the top of the rice fields here. Yes, absolutely. All of these treeless, leafless trees are nothing to do with what's going on today. They're to do with what happened here 10 days ago. So it's just a testament to the struggles that they've been going on with in the northern Luzon area this season. Yeah, I can hear a pickup now with the wind speed. So I think it's certainly getting a more and more pickup here. Yeah. Well, oh, do you want to have a look at it here? Yeah, James is just loading up some loops of the latest satellite, and we were thinking we're maybe just a tad north for intercepting this, but last couple of frames seem to indicate a bit of a jog to the north as it interacts with the coast. Whether that's an optical illusion, which it might well be, or we'll see. As I say, every time it's up to the Typhoon to do whatever it wants.
be a lot easier if we had already had some radar data to work with. We
Yeah.
can see exactly where the eyewall is.
We've just been discussing that. It's the lack of
Makes it
radar.
so tough.
If you're just eyeing by satellite, it's nearly impossible to get it as accurate. And with this storm, you do really need to be accurate within 5 to 10 kilometers, which on an island the size of Luzon is just simply impossible. So yeah, we've lost the radar for the whole of this chase, and it's made everything, put a lot of guesswork into that. But there's always guesswork anyway, it's just increased the percentage this time. Anyway, I'm quite happy with this absolutely stunning view over the rice farms of northern Luzon. Yeah, Dominic, we're in a town called Gonzaga. Gotta remember that one. Gonzaga, in the very northeast, the right hand tip of northern Luzon in the Philippines. Yes, Juan, hopefully it will be gone very quickly. Some storms stay for days and spread over a massive area, but this one is completely the opposite. It's going to be in and out. Making landfall. Okay.
Southeast of us, which is what we expected.
Yeah.
Got quite a bit of land to go over before it gets to us. Just the geography of this area.
So James, in terms of time frame, how long do you think we've got before we start seeing the
Well,
if we get it?
get into the core. Hold on. 45 minutes?
45 minutes, okay.
1 hour maybe?
Yeah. Okay.
Storm's moving pretty quickly.
Just had a lovely spot of lunch, courtesy of Sister Susan. Dried off a bit and it made it a little bit difficult to get back out into this storm. But I'm pretty wet again now, so no going back. The rice is certainly getting a good soaking today. Seems to be a bit of a debate as to whether it's made landfall or not. If it hasn't, it will do soon, and if it has, it's only just made landfall.
Do people think that the radar's deliberately disabled? Because we had this problem in Typhoon and then suddenly it came on just as it was about to make landfall and we could see what was going on. I really hope they're not disabling it. I don't know, so I'm not making any accusations.
I find it quite strange if they did disable it, but it was weird when we got it just before it made landfall. You look down there, it's all the banana trees. I have a hard time. That's nothing to do with what's happening today. This is all a result of the typhoon that went through here 10 days ago and did so much damage. Banana trees do make a quick recovery though, which is very nice. Obviously growing in areas that are prone to big cyclonic events. That tree is not shedding for winter, that's shedding because it got hit by a Cat 4 typhoon. We are actually in Gonzaga, Gonzaga, in northern Luzon, Philippines. We found a wonderful little religious academy here, and the sisters who run this academy were very nice, and we kind of invited ourselves in, but we introduced ourselves to the sisters and asked if it would be possible if we could hang out here for the day and film, because it's such a wonderful location to be in, with these wonderful concrete structures and lots of different angles to stay safe in and get the filming done. And the wonderful people who run this academy were very gracious and inviting, And so this is where we are, the St. Anthony Academy in Gonzaga. Yeah, I still think we're a good way off. It could be another maybe half an hour to an hour before we actually get the teeth, if it comes this way. Kevin, we'll see. We will try if the bandwidth allows us and we are able to keep up the connection. Yes, of course we will try to run the live stream as we leave here and let you have a look at the damage if possible. Not guaranteeing that though, because the connection can be a bit spotty when we're driving.
Do you want to stay here?
Lots of them are saying that it's still going to go. It's still going to come.
So hard.
Yeah.
Guys, we're just going to mute the audio for 1 minute. We just need to talk about something which will be boring. So
Yeah. Okay, thanks. We did turn off the audio, so don't worry. You didn't lose the audio.
we had some.
We had to
stuff
discuss
discussed.
whether to relocate, and we haven't. We're going to stay here. We like it here, and it wouldn't be a sensible move to relocate at this time. And there's still a good chance we're going to get some. It's still a good chance it's going to come right in here as well. So we'll see. the heart of this storm. It's sending hints. It's sending hints that it might well be coming this way, but let's see. Yeah, we've got a bit of a dry slot here. Thanks for bringing that up.
I think one thing it's worth mentioning is what I envisage happening is the storm is interacting with the terrain now as it's making landfall. I do believe that that's going to cause a slight expansion of the wind field. So as the storm is like dealing with the land, you sometimes get that where the strongest winds start expanding and expanding out from the centre. So that might actually cause some stronger winds to move into our location where we are now. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, as Mark just said, I think 30 minutes, 40 minutes max, we'll know what this storm is going to be doing in Gonzaga.
And we can't stop reiterating it will do whatever it wants, and we can only stand back and try to capture the best we can of it. Yep.
And they
So-
come in first, and then it calms down, and then you'll get another big gust.
Yeah, these are real dry air wind gusts. Yeah, the warmth to them. This stuff down here scares the bejesus out of me. Piles of corrugated. This roof over here is already starting to peel. I personally think this is about the most dangerous stuff flying around in hurricanes and typhoons and cyclones. Fabulous location to do this in. Okay, it's a big debate on whether it's made landfall or not. You guys have fun with that argument. but we're starting to see very heavy winds here, kinds that you get that are slightly different from the outer rain bands and the outer wind bands. So we'll see. Hey, see, it might be shaking a little bit. Yeah, people don't realize, even though you're in the tropics, once you're soaking wet and the wind interacts with the rain on you, you can get cold pretty quick on typhoon. Put on whatever clothes you want, it's going to get through that. Quiet and dry here at the moment. This might be one of the dry air gaps near the Eyewall. Lots of people saying that. Have you got a compass? Accurately see which way is north. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. North. Okay, so I'm facing west. Okay. Mike T, yes, I kind of agree with you. I think the worst is yet to come. Even though the land is fairly flat right up at this northern tip, there will be land interaction. Yeah. Look at those two, man. I don't know if you guys can see those two. Huge beasts walking through the rice fields. Massive, massive animals. Beautiful. Yeah, you can hear that coming. but completely dry here. Looking up at the skies, that's pretty dry air up there. You can see that. You would not normally see that close to the eye of a cyclonic event like we're having here. So that's quite surprising, but dry air gaps do get into the eyes and the system itself. Okay, so Hikari is saying Pagasa's saying landfall as of 1:30. Okay, thank you for that.
Duck to the south of us, up and down there. Now we just wait for it to trek over land and reach us.
Okay, yes, so we do have officially got landfall 1:30. Well, I won't say officially but that's what I'm hearing from you guys, so I assume it is. Now it's a matter of it's moving over land, quite a bit of land to get to us. So whether it will come over us or not, we will see. Now we're getting some interesting sounds. It's getting very dark over here this time. It's been light for the past 20 minutes or so, but we're definitely seeing it darken here and possibly strengthen again. Oh, okay, looking over to the hills here, we can see that we've got a lot of incoming rain, probably winds associated with it. And here it is. No, Excalibur, it seems we have been confirmed there was landfall by Pagasa. Landfall confirmed by Pagasa. Landfall was at 1:30. We shall talk about Manu later, but not now, that's for sure. We've got other work to do. And I've got a feeling we've got quite a lot of work coming in. And on those far hills over there, I'm definitely seeing a pickup in the weather and a pickup in the movement of the wind over there, which will probably be coming our way. It's tracking slowly. It's got to take its time to cross the land. It's not just make landfall and instantly go across to the other side. It's got to track across the land too. Still see patches of open clouds here, but it's definitely got darker now than it was half hour ago. So, severe flooding on Cagayan River. Yes, May, thank you. Water buffaloes. Absolutely massive beasts and totally beautiful. Romancing the Sierra Madre mountain range. Yeah, the very top of it, yeah. Yeah, we'll see, Kevin. We will see. It all depends which direction it's taken after landfall and how it interacts with the land. You might well be right. No hurricanes, storm or sprints. Right, okay, chaps. We're having a discussion again about whether we should move west. I know. Yes. Third debate over. We're not moving. Okay. So, James, what are we up to?
I think we're going to try and head west a bit. We're going to see. It's really tricky without the radar.
Say?
Being 10-15 kilometers west of here is ideal. It might be okay here, we don't know. But there are risks of moving because we don't have anywhere necessarily to go. So
I think my feeling is I would want to move, but we'd need to have an accurate destination to go to straight away and be ready to go now, and it's not where we are. Our location is Gonzaga, Gonzaga, Gonzaga.
see, if we had radar, again, if we had radar, we could see exactly where the location of the Eyewall is. And this would be a much, much easier decision to make because we know how to interpret the radar, we know exactly where the Eyewall is, how much time we would have, but we're kind of chasing this blind, so...
I do think the trouble is, once the storm interacts with land, the eye gets a lot more difficult to discern without radar.
Quite clear here, actually, but I know usually it is.
Yeah. Santa Ana is experienced the brunt of the Typhoon Usagi.
No,
Really?
Santa Ana's well outside the core. They're not going to get much.
If you're going, I'm going.
Just going to mute the audio for a sec whilst I have a frank discussion with Mark. A little bit west.
You got to move.
A little bit west. Because I think the typhoon might be going a little bit west. Up here, yeah.
Outside of
Yeah, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah.
So
Which is good for you.
it's safe in here.
Well, no.
Not
Just,
here.
no, not safe
No.
yet, but just you be prepared for it, but it might be worse further west. So I think we're going to go have a look over there and see. The gate okay?
Well,
The gate is unlocked?
yeah,
Are you? Thank you. I'll go do that now.
So, they are also monitoring us in the mother house in Santa Ana.
Ah,
Telling
okay.
them a journalist is here, so I will keep you updated on what
Thank you. Is it which key is it?
it's
This one?
either of this. I think it's a big one.
This one? Okay, thanks. All right, can you hold it?
Yeah. Okay, take care.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have not taken the picture with you.
I know, I wanted to take a picture.
Yeah.
Come on, me and you can do one together.
Maybe. Okay. I don't know. Yeah. Good. Okay, I don't know even. I mean, not good.
No, that's good. Perfect.
Where is it?
That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look after yourself. You've been a wonderful woman. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
James, when to open the gate?
Oh, okay. Bloody, there's a big branch in the way. Okay, yeah. Well, we're going for it. What we do have is, even as we're trying to get out of here, there's a big branch in the way. If James can hold the phone, I think I could do this one on my own. I can just... No, I'm okay. Okay, well, sorry chaps. There's a gate. Run back and just stand up. Oh. It was a shiny one, I know that. Yeah, just put it back on there. Give me the keys. Padlock it again. Turn it, lock it. That's it. You carry on with that.
Folks, yeah, it's a little bit unorthodox, but we're just making a last minute relocation to the east, I think.
Right.
All good.
All good.
Oh. Alright, let's go.
Right. Okay, bear with us, guys. This is it's not, we'll see how it works out. So we're now traveling west of seatbelts, Gonzaga. Let's see how the conditions hold up while we make, even if it's a 10k jog west, it might be closer. We're heading west towards Apari, but we won't get as far as Apari. Yep, I'm not gonna answer any comments now because I've just got to concentrate on driving with James. But we'll keep it going.
We might mute the audio at times.
Particularly if I start getting too anxious. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty calm here for the while, so it's all good. And what we see here is cars coming the other way, which is always a good sign. That means that the road's open up there.
We might lose connection just because we're moving away from where we knew we had good 4G, so if that happens, not much we can do about it. But this is one of these classic examples of why when you're chasing a small storm, it's much harder than some big truck tire like we chased in Taiwan 1 month ago. These pinhole systems, you really need to refine your location right up to the last minute, and it can be,
and you can only really do that. You can only really do that with radar.
And I'm much more. I probably wouldn't be doing this at night.
any estimates on how far south of the coast the eye is? Cheers, Hikari. Places to duck into on this little area. Yeah, this is something we don't like doing, but we feel at this situation, at this time, we need to do it in order to document this typhoon the way we do want to document it. Yes, we are relocating. We have left Gonzaga and we are driving west at this moment. So Kevin, you say 30 kilometers due south of Gonzaga. Is that correct? Have we gone? 10. The wind field has expanded too. Okay, it's dead calm here, and for me that's not a good sign. We've travelled 10 kilometers. We've travelled about 8 kilometers west of Gonzaga at the moment. I can tell you guys, right here is dead calm now. Absolute calm. If I didn't know better, I would say this was even the eye. Okay, I think I'm going to pull in here and have a quick conflab. So this is what I put into the thing. Ride out location. I was thinking, is the market open? No. I think we just need to keep moving and duck in. Let's just drive. Get another 10 clicks and take a gas station. Because I think we've only got about 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so watch out for the dog. Yeah, so we're going to carry on. We're going to go another 10, possibly 10 Ks if we can, and then just duck into the best structure we see at that time. If it starts rapidly going downhill in terms of weather conditions, we're just going to duck into whatever we can and do the best we can. Is that a destination?
Yeah, it's a gas station.
Okay, well, we've got a petrol station at just over 5 kilometers away, and I think that should give us enough distance to intercept it as it moves up.
Somewhere like this would be...
That's almost ideal.
Alright, we'll note that.
But I do think we've still got time to get further west. I still see it's quite clear up there, but it is horrifically calm here, and that is very worrying, because that might mean the slight calm before the storm around the actual Eyewall. And with these pinhole storms, when it hits hard. So we've got to be prepared to duck in as soon as possible. Okay, thanks guys. Yeah, of course, safety first. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they'll reach a level where we're not comfortable, and we'll duck in somewhere.
Hopefully we'll duck in somewhere before they reach a level
exactly.
where we're not comfortable. But as you can see, up above us, in front of us there, we've got a line of the
Looks a bit angry to me.
clear skies and the darker skies above. How much further?
3 kilometers to that.
Okay, got 3 kilometers to the next
Yeah,
petrol
exactly.
station. I think it's going to go downhill rapidly. I think it's going to go downhill rapidly soon. It's just bizarre. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for the support. It really has been a tough time without the radar help, and you guys have been a great support for us. It's been a joint effort, this one. I've got just under 2 kilometers to get to the petrol station. Seeing something over there, but doesn't look like anything that's got good structure for.
That's all gated off.
Oh, damn. Petrol station here. Are we good? Okay, guys.
It's open for business.
It's open.
Right, we're just going to wait here and have a look at the. I'm going to use the bathroom and load a satellite loop. Right, hold on.
Right. Okay, I think we're going to have to say that this is our final location.
So you can see we've moved. We were in Gonzaga there, so we've moved. I got no signal. All right, has that got signal?
Yep.
Yeah, we're going. I don't have any signal on this phone, so
We'll give you our exact location soon. We're just going to.
hold on. I'll tell you. If anyone can help, we are in JL Clean Fuel Santa Teresita, Cagayan.
Santa Teresita.
So if Kevin or Simone think that is, I'd like their opinions would be good on that. If you guys are still watching.
Yeah, they're still there. Are you okay with the car being here?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, sir. We're just parking up. What a mad effort. What a huge. This is pretty good because we don't have any trees around us. If anyone can make what this storm is doing make sense to me, then I'll be very thankful. See, these clouds are moving. I would say the storm is that way. If it's coming at us northwesterly direction, it could be right. Okay, we've landed. If anyone knows where we are, please let us know. Okay. So the way I would look at it, just as doing it straight as a farmer's way, I would say the clouds are moving this way, which would mean the storm is that way, which would kind of make sense, but who knows? Who knows? It's just been all totally mad. Thanks for bearing with us. We're going to go in here and try and set up camp. James has just checked the toilets are okay for us to use. Looks like we got company.
How you doing?
Do we have any idea where we are?
All right.
the car unlocked.
Can we rest here for a while?
No.
Is that okay? Is that okay? Thank you. Because we're just waiting to see what this typhoon is going to do, and it might suddenly come very quickly. So, thank you. And I'll definitely get some drinks. Yes. Okay. Look, there's hardly any wind or anything here right now.
It's perfect location if it's coming here. It just needs information that it's coming here. Okay, so we're at this petrol station and it's absolutely perfect. I've just checked the structure, it's concrete, and we couldn't have a better place. Now we just have to make sure that we're pretty much
14 kilometers.
14 west. So we're 14 kilometers west of Gonzaga. No. Yes.
Is Kevin still there? That's our current location.
Current location. If anyone can get any sort of accurate information that we are in about the right place.
I
Moving,
just want to reiterate,
yeah.
we do know what we're doing.
Yeah. well,
But,
usually.
sometimes.
Wait, I've got some good information here. Moving west, northwest
Oh no,
at
that
20
that's fine.
as per Pagasa.
See, I've lost all faith.
Yeah, we're kind of flying blind. Yeah, I know. I was just looking. The wind seems to go in that way, which would indicate that it's down that way. Can you give us just which direction is north from here? Okay, that's about right. Yeah. So it should be down there. The clouds are going that way. So
The clouds.
they seem to go in that way. No.
We want.
We're in about the right direction. It's just whether we've gone far enough. That's all.
Oh, I've got 4G back.
Well, we've just gone. How many clicks west of Gonzaga? We've gone 15 kilometers west of Gonzaga. I still think the storm is quite far south of us. If we did have to shift further, we could. However, it would be fantastic if this was our location for landfall, meeting the storm, as it's a very, very solid concrete structure and it's surrounded by nothing. So it would give us plenty of not trees falling on us. We've got no idea of our location. Let's see if we can find out. Hi, what is the name of this city, this town here?
Sir,
Where are we now?
you are here in Santa Teresita.
Santa Teresita.
Barangay Guyun, sir.
Okay, Santa Teresita.
Barangay Guyun.
Santa Teresita.
Teresita. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we are in Santa Teresita. They're laughing at me. We're in Santa Teresita. No, we're not.
So we've just done a dash about 15 kilometers west of where we were. We were so perfectly set up there. It was a brilliant location, but it looks like this typhoon is tracking a little further west. And that means we've had to move west with it too. So we're about 15 kilometers west, and we've stumbled across this gas station. It's not a great wind here, which shows how tiny round this typhoon is. We don't know if we're far enough west yet, so we're just trying to look at the latest satellite data and see what the best course of action is.
This guy just posted. That's exactly where we are.